BagFuel, baby.
BagFuel, we back. Like, subscribe, super thanks. If you want to advertise, if you want to sponsor, you want to put a commercial, you want to get a commercial made, you want to put it right here at the beginning, in the middle, or the end of the show, DM us directly. We'll give you the rates and tell you how it's done so we can get it done. You heard? Got my partner across from me.
Hynaken. Ooh.
And we ain't never had too many people. Well, we had like one or two people from New Orleans on this show. But we ain't never had no Cash Money, no Hot Boy, no former Cash Money, and nothing. So we got the kid, the boy, the man, Turk in the building. You heard?
Oh, what's happening? What's happening?
What's popping with you, man? Like,
y'all, man. Y'all, bro. I appreciate y'all for having me, man, at the last minute. You know what I'm saying? And hey, we here now. We here.
You came all three-pieced up. You must be coming to get some money or something.
Hey, man, hey, I had a very successful day, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just said, you know what? I ain't been on a show with a suit yet. Y'all the first one.
Well, that's all right then. That's all
it's
right
the first
then.
for both of us. You feel me?
The way you talking, you sound like you getting like some residuals, yo.
Hey, man, it was a successful day, man. Very, very successful.
So who's accounting you just robbed?
Anytime I like I said, this is the first time I had put a suit on.
Spiffy?
Hey, they gonna be like, God damn, that boy. Yeah, but it is what it is, man. We gonna, have a successful day some more.
What was the play to get out of New Orleans? Because, it's easy to be the star of your town, but y'all went international, worldwide. What was the plan to do that?
It actually wasn't no plan, bro. We just, when Baby and Slim, man, them dudes mastermen, and we just followed their lead. They had us in the studio, like, rap. We need y'all to rap, and used to make us like study pop, work ethic, you know what I'm saying? And just being surrounded around those guys, bro, it was all, friendly competition, you know what I'm saying? We made each other better. And we just happened to get the situation, and that shit just went crazy from there.
So what were y'all learning by studying from Tupac and things of that nature?
First of all, Pac was just a workaholic. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't never no excuse not to do no music. Like, that was his lifestyle. He eat, sleep, shit that. You know what I'm saying? And we just stayed in the studio, bro. We understood the assignment that being in the studio was gonna be your way out of anything that had you bound. And they installed that in all of us. And I got off the wagon a little bit with my lifestyle, how I was living, because I had one foot in, one foot out. But we always had good leadership, you know what I'm saying, into taking us where we needed to go. So I think everybody need that leadership. And I think that's what a lot of artists kind of like lack these days. They basically just getting how they get it. But I feel like you need that leadership, you need that administration, you need that guidance in order to take it to the next level. Everybody need a team, and we had that.
Because there's no more black labels, there's no more black production companies no more. I saw Mr. Reed talking about how, you had Babyface coming from LaFace, you had Tony Braxton coming from LaFace, you had TLC, then you had Death Row, you had Snoop, Dre and them, you had Bad Boy, you had Biggie, Mace and everything. So back then we was actually controlling the music that we was putting out there as black people. You know what I'm saying? We were nurturing it. You know what I'm saying? So you had mad label, you had Jermaine Dupri with his label, and he was nurturing the black music. Now it's just in the building. There is no production companies, there is no guidance, there is nobody saying, yo, Turk, that's not good enough. That's not hip hop.
Yeah.
You gotta do better. I'm not putting that out.
Yeah.
They just taking whatever that they giving them and saying, if I can stream it, I'm just gonna put it out and you ain't gonna be, and you'll be trash in about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a gift and a curse, I believe, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you pop, you popping. You feel me? If you trendy, you trending. And that's just what it is. I think it's good for people who are entrepreneurs and independent, got the independent mindset, who don't want to be no employee, who don't want to, be under nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's a gift and a curse. Cause some people, like I say, they still need that guidance. They need somebody to tell them when they going too far to the left, too far to the right, you know. But it works out, man. You know what I'm saying? For me, being able to not be under certain guidance like how I used to be is a plus for me because I learned from guidance in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you used to have to go through certain individuals to get to certain places. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I couldn't make no phone call as me being an entrepreneur, being an artist. I had to go through the label to make the phone call. But now, with social media and everything, man, it's like get
You
straight
start
in the DM.
complaining, yeah.
You get straight hit, you know what I'm saying? So if you know how to work it, it could work for you. Like I tell people all the time, use social media as a tool and not as a fool. You feel me? And that's what I do, bro. You know what I'm talking about? So it's more of a blessing to me.
I think inadvertently with you, Wayne, Juvie, Mannie, and Slim and Baby did, y'all didn't mean to do this, but intentionally, y'all probably destroyed the black powerful executive. And what I mean by that is when y'all got that deal, which was unheard of, and then y'all spun it and really made it to what it needed to be, they said, we're never letting any niggas get this ever again. And since that time, that's to go to Esso's point with the LA Reid, we've never seen no black executive at that level. Unless you want to do Top Dog and QC, but even it's not even to what that capacity is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, do y'all think about that? Like how y'all really got that off?
Nah, I don't think about that, bro, because like even going through the situation, like I didn't see no difference or experience nothing different when that happened like that,
Interesting.
Like I say, man, like how things is right now, I think it's better. I think it's better, but they got people that feel like, you know what I'm saying, it should have been like the old days. I don't know who they
You like the way the music industry is now?
Not the music industry, but just being able to be your own boss and be able to call your own shot, make your own calls, and build your own connect. If they don't let you in the industry, you could create your own industry. I love that power like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know how to do that, you can fuck it up.
Yeah.
I'm just a vet in it. You know what I'm saying? It worked for me. I could make 2 people look like it's 20 people. You feel me? And that's the power of social media now. You just got to know how to operate it. And, I'm one of the ones that figured it out, bro. Look at Lil Russell for
Yeah, I'm about
instance.
to.
Lil Russell showed us, and I believed in the whole thing because I had got on even when I saw Lil Russell being so successful on it, and he was pushing the independence, and it was working for him. This nigga was selling albums and shit for $11,000. You know what I'm saying? And he doing this shit because he's showing the receipts of it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Legit.
people didn't believe in the independence until now Jay-Z, the mastermind, he done jumped into that little lane and slowed him down. You feel me? Now they don't want no more Lil Russells. So I feel like the industry stop motherfuckers like a Lil Russell, give them a bop, 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 and now you don't have that power like you had, which Lil Russell is getting a whole lot of backlash for that. But I see it both ways. I see it from his standpoint, like this is really what I always wanted. But I do feel like the people who believed in him, such as myself, and like other people, they feel like, damn, bro, you let us down because you was just saying fuck people like Jay-Z because of how they run business and how they do this and do that. And now you getting mad because we believed in what you was pushing and now you ain't pushing that no more. We don't understand that. But I understand him. Lil Russell, I understand you. And sometimes you gotta do what's best for you, bro. You feel
understood
me?
what he said about in regards to Wayne? Like that was.
I mean, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Opinion is the cheapest commodity in the world. That's why everybody can afford it. You know what I'm saying? I think social media that made the world sensitive, bro, to the truth. Telling the truth is not hating. But when you tell your truth, it's like you hating. Automatic, they gonna say you hating.
They go who's most
You can't, it's
popular.
undeniably who Lil Wayne is and what
Of
Lil Wayne
course.
did, so it don't matter what your opinion is about him. Lil Wayne don't give a fuck. It's just the people who believe in Santa Claus who giving a fuck. You feel me? Wayne don't give a fuck. Wayne probably ain't even much heard him say it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, bro. You know, like we talking about that shit. You heard Wayne say anything about it yet? Cause he don't give a fuck. He is who he is, and can't nobody take that away. And that's what I be trying to get people to understand. Bro, your brand is your brand. What you stand for, what you stood for, that's just what it is. Can't nobody take it away. You don't believe it no more? I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you feel ain't how fact. You feel me?
Why does it always seem like it's an ongoing little power struggle with you and Baby? Is that true?
It ain't no power struggle, man. I think the social media make it to be that. Because I don't have no issue with Bird and he don't have no issue with me. We understand each other. You feel me? Like I'm my own boss just like him. I learn from them. I think social media don't show when I'm speaking like that, you know? And I have my moments when I speak however I'm, you know, whatever I want to say, and they'll just promote a lot of that. You feel me? But them, to me, bro, you know what I'm saying? I can't never not say I looked at those guys once upon a time as my brothers. You feel me? You know, people grow apart, people go their own direction, you feel me? And we just on different sides of the track, but chasing the same stacks, you feel me? Paper. You know, it ain't no beef.
Was it money or was it drugs that you think broke up the Hot Boys?
I think it just was miscommunication and mismanagement, you know, going into a situation when you have business, man. I feel like everybody should have their own representation. Being young, coming in the game, that's something that you have to learn from experience if you don't know. And I learned that the hard way, you feel me? Like I say, you know, we figured that situation out and we went through litigation on it, you know what I'm saying? And we got past it, you know? And like I say, social media bring up a lot of the stuff that don't matter to me, don't matter to them. But when you pushing the narrative, you know, it could open up old wounds sometimes, you feel me?
Yeah.
But man, it's all love on my end, you feel me? It's business. I stand on business. That's it. You feel me? That's it.
You still get like residuals from those songs that you checks? How them checks be looking? Because you know they always complain.
You know, I ain't have a job since shit. I'm independent. I'm entrepreneur. So you know.
What's your thoughts on the verses though? Between Cash
I
Money
wasn't
and
invited for that verses, man.
why not?
Y'all know we was on a little tour and things, or that things transpired, and you know, I didn't get an invite for that. I don't know why. I still don't know why to this day, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? But I know I got kicked off of the tour for a reason that I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? That's still to this day unknown, you know. But a lot of situations, bro, be out of my hand, out of my control. I don't even try to trip.
It's because you know people were thrown off because you and Wayne weren't there, and they just felt like it wasn't Cash Money versus
Yeah,
No.
I don't think it was. That's why I say, you know, No Limit, they came more prepared. You feel me? They came more prepared, and if we all would have been in that situation, man, it would have been something that the fans wanted.
Absolutely.
You know? But business is business, and the one thing about me, I understand business. You feel me? And if business going this way, I can't say, hey man, hey, give me something. You feel me? Man, I learned how to accept this shit. It ain't nothing personal. It's business. So when I stand on business, just have the same energy. That's all. You feel me? Because business is business. That's all.
What you think the fans and media get wrong about the situation with Cash Money?
That is beef. Like, beef don't speak. You feel me? Like, it's no beef, bro. It just, I think the fans just used to us and they want that nostalgia moment.
Nostalgia real.
We gave it to them, and it didn't. I don't think it went on as long as they wanted it to go on. You feel me? For whatever reasons that, like I say, I don't know. But I think I do know. A lot of egos probably played a part of, but nothing beyond that. Nothing beyond egos is the reason why, you know, we don't continue to chase zeros. You feel me? Like that's it, bro. So everybody in their own space, everybody doing their own thing, everybody successful in their own way, bro. You know, if it's meant to be, it's gonna be. That's why I stand on it at, you know. And I think sometimes in social media, man, I believe old wounds probably get opened up for certain motherfuckers. Cause I'm always talking and speaking and telling the truth, not hating, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking right now. Some people might be cool and agree with it. Some people might not. You feel me? But you know, it is what it is because you doing the same thing that you didn't agree with me now. You got podcasts now. You going live now. You live streaming and you doing everything that the fans thought that it may be why I wasn't here and why I wasn't there. But now it's like what it really is. And I'm just like y'all, shit, what it really is, I don't know. But I know one thing that, shit, I get it on my own, bro, and I can't be controlled. You feel me? I'm independent. That's why I say it's a gift and a curse for whoever, based on, you know, your knowledge of whatever you know.
Yeah, that nostalgia thing real because, you know, people be wanting to have certain nostalgia for the three of us, and we're like, no. So
Yeah.
it's always different when you're in the bullshit versus then when you're talking to somebody else and you like, oh, I know what he's going through.
Yeah.
So when you said that, it triggered a memory. Like, there's people bring up certain things for us. We're like, nah, that's done.
Yeah.
We on to the next.
Yeah.
So
They ain't
I just
gonna
want to
let
give
it
you
go.
that respect as a man.
But,
Yeah.
What you
but did
thinking,
all y'all
Esso?
really come up together, or were y'all put together?
We were
Because
put
sometimes
together.
that makes a difference.
We were put
too.
together.
That
Yeah,
does
we were
make
put
sense.
together. It like we all came. All right, BG and Lil Wayne were a group, the BGs, before it was BG by itself.
Okay.
Lil Wayne separated from the group because of whatever reasons, you know what I'm saying? Then he came back. Juvenile was a solo artist. I was a solo artist. Yo and LV, the group I was telling y'all about, had broke up. Cash Money was, you know, on their rise, you know what I'm saying, on a whole nother level. So bam, they put the Hot Boys together.
Yeah.
I happened to be in the right place at the right time, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing that was planned like you gonna be a hot boy, you gonna be a hot boy, just being ready. You feel me?
Perfect storm, man.
Yeah, it just was perfect, bro. And I appreciate them for that opportunity because shit, I wouldn't be here right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but I don't give no man no credit for everything that came from that opportunity. You feel me? Because I had to make sure that I continue to stand on the opportunity that they gave me.
I was curious if y'all was put together because that's what usually goes down when people don't get the time to do whatever that the fans wanted. It's usually because they were put together and it's always some business shit that goes down.
There's always some business, bro.
Always.
And egos like that in
It's
any
them
group.
two things, yeah.
The business and ego. If the business right, it's nothing personal for me. Cause I could put my ego is personal to me.
It would have been hard for y'all to have the business right. Y'all was so freaking young. Did anybody really know about the business? Because there was a time that they said that Baby wasn't even collecting the performance royalties from like BMI.
Well,
they had mad money.
that's his story.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying.
I don't know. If that's his story, I can't tell it. He got to tell it. I can't
No.
speak on it.
I'm not saying about him. I'm just saying that was the word. So if that was the case, right? Who could really know how to treat him with the business correctly? How they were supposed to disperse the music?
But there's only two people in here that's ever done business with Baby. It's this man and this man right
He
here.
bounced my check though.
Well, you know, that's your story. if that's your
That's my
story,
check,
you
though.
feel me?
It
Like,
wasn't no small check
It
neither.
was 550,000.
That's crazy. But that's your story. Nobody can get mad from your experience.
Yeah, no,
Your experience,
And he not bitter about it. He just, yeah.
See, that's the thing.
No, I was bitter about it.
Oh, my bad.
I
was bitter about it.
Yeah, sometimes your growth, you could get over things and you could look at, like in my situation, it's a lot of things that I may not agree with, but I don't have to react on what I don't agree with, right? And I respond in a way that shows growth. You feel me? Now, if I wouldn't have grew up to a certain level of where I'm at, then my response would be a reaction. And my reaction to be based off my emotions. I'm mad, I'm angry, you know what I'm saying? But I done got to the level now where I look at what part did I play in any situation that ain't go right. I go back to my mama said this, my mama said that. Then I can hold myself accountable, but make sure that that situation will never happen again. And that's where I'm at now dealing with anybody. It's respect, because, you know, I'm going to make sure I get my check. I came in here with my attorney.
I saw him with
You know
the
what I'm
bag. With
saying?
the
Yeah, he got
brown
the bag right there.
He got
baby.
the brown bag in there.
So, like, I move different now. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not having people around me that's a liability, bro. You feel me? Because I've been there for me all the time I was. It's about assets, bro. You know, and I ain't mad, I ain't bitter, man. But my story is my story, and if my story gonna open up doors for me telling it, don't get mad when I'm telling my story if you played a part and was a character in it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people get mad when people tell their story when they play a fucked up part in
Because
it.
they didn't know you was gonna have a voice to actually tell it. Because back then,
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
no way to really tell the shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now it's like, yeah, nigga, you did this
you
shit.
telling family business, or you doing this, or you doing that. Nah, I'm telling my story. And I'm being respectful with telling my story, because I could tell my story. I could be disrespectful telling my story. But I'm grown now. This part of me made me into who I am now. So now I'm gonna use this as a testimony. Why you wanted to be a messimony, it ain't gonna be that. You feel me? I grow from this. And if you a real one, you gonna say, you know what? He right. Because you know what you did. And if you didn't know, you know to say, you know what, bro, I really ain't know. Don't get mad because you really ain't know, and now I know. You feel me? So, and I think that'd be a lot of what be going on, bro, and people go to saying, oh, he being disloyal. What about when my situation wasn't right? What that was? Loyalty?
They call it business.
Okay,
It's called
well,
business at
Yeah,
that time.
yeah.
so it's
When it's on their side, it's business.
Yacht Rise is insanely meteoric to the point we got New Orleans niggas who are making international bounce songs to where even strippers in New York gotta go crazy.
Yeah.
You know, when that back that ass up drop, girls already loading up to go crazy. Give me a project check. They going crazy. Y'all made girls happy to be from the projects
Yeah.
and think they can get ballers. You dig? It is for y'all young going crazy. Like, were you aware of what's going on, or was it just like, yo?
Nah, not really, bro. Like, I went to prison, bro, at 22 years old. And
I remember.
when I was in prison, man, I just knew that, damn, we really is somebody. Cause even when I was on tour with Cash Money, Rough Rider, man, I was still 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So I wasn't
Why, though?
enjoying the fruits of my labor, the environment. I never let my partners go. As I was young, I didn't think you had to let go people, places, and things until I went through a situation and I seen those people I wouldn't let go. I was out of sight, out of mind with them. So when I came home from doing my jokes, the only one was there was the woman who here right now.
The reason I asked you why, right? Y'all, you know, we got Jay-Z showing how to stunt, but y'all took the stunting different.
Yeah.
Y'all sitting here having a bunch of Lamborghinis doing donuts
Yeah.
in the
Get your
water.
roll on. Yeah.
Get your roll on. So now it's like, if we seeing that, why you in the streets?
Cause, bro, like it's like I say, man, you can take a nigga out the ghetto, but you can't really take that shit. That shit for real.
You like the street
know,
money too much?
Nah, it just was my environment. I still was adapted. I still was attached to it. You know, and you could be detached just because of the circumstance at the moment. But if your mind is still there, you know what I'm saying? Your body go where the mind go at. You know, and my mind was still in the streets. You feel me? And it wasn't until I did this time, because I done been to jail several times in and out. It wasn't until I caught the situation in Memphis where I had 22 years at 22 years old, I say, damn, this shit real.
Mm.
And I ain't have nobody to call but the woman right there, you feel me? Like, and that shit just opened it up, like everything my mom ever told me. You know, my mama told me to get a lawyer. My mama told me to leave people, places, and things. My mama told me don't do drugs. My mama told me don't, everything that I don't do now, I had to go right back to it and be like, damn, mama was right. You feel me? And now, you know, soon as you make that transition into grown up, you know what I'm saying? It's growth. Oh man, he a bitch ass nigga, he changed, he this, he this, he that. Nah, man. See, that's what we be scared of in the beginning, that rejection from what we, you know, accustomed to. But I'm not accustomed to it no more because I detached myself from it. So what a motherfucker saying in the streets, it's fuck the streets. I can say that. I've been through that. You ain't been through what I've been through to be able to say it. So you still there. Your mind's still there. I understand you too. You just don't understand me.
When you was in jail, was you thinking that you was gonna come out in this mind frame with this positivity? What were your thoughts about in jail when you saw everybody being super successful and you was locked down?
My mindset changed in jail. I read a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And that book put me in a different type of mindset. I also read The Richest Man in Babylon and As a Man Thinketh. So, and I read my Bible. I believe in Jesus. You feel me? I changed where I was at. I didn't wait till I get home. I think that's fake. If you're gonna change, you're gonna change where you at. You know, it ain't gonna, it's no on and off button. It is what it is. What you see is what you get. So when I came home, you know, it was like it was a habit. We creatures of habit. So whatever you continuously doing, that's what you gonna show. So people just got to see the new me. A lot of people were saying, man, that nigga lame as a motherfucker now. That nigga green in a motherfucker. They were used to me being how they remember me to be. You feel me? But I'm a different individual now. And that come with wanting to change, bro. You gotta want that. You gotta wanna do better. You feel me? And I done been through so much in my life. I'd experienced good and bad, but the bad made me don't wanna go through that shit no more.
But you've been
Feel
to
me?
jail mad times, you said prior. What was it about this time that
This time
triggered
I had
that
more
triggered you?
time, nigga.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I had more time, nigga. And it's a different from the county jail and the penitentiary. See, when the penitentiary, them doors ain't revolving no more. You feel me? Like you seeing the same niggas every day. You gotta grow accustomed to these same niggas every day. You sleeping around motherfucker who SA people, who art people, you know, who murdered motherfuckers, who kidnapped motherfuckers, who did all of the shit that you see on TV. These motherfuckers did this
Did it
shit for
for
real.
real.
And you gotta sleep with one eye open. I still sleep with my beanie head and my eyes be showing. I'm at home, some habits you just can't break. My wife be mad when I put that damn beanie head on. You know what I'm saying? But it's just certain shit. I had to deal with that shit for 8 years, 8 months, 16 days. That's how much time I did from the state and the feds, you know what I'm saying? And I never thought I'd be doing that much time. But when you don't have no other choice, I had to fight on appeal and get the shit back. And
What was that moment when you said in your head, F the streets? What was that?
when I was in jail, bro, like I had to experience motherfuckers not fucking with me when I needed them. So, you know, these same niggas who act like you this and that when you're there in front of them, man, they wasn't there. They wasn't there for me. I felt, you know, like abandoned. So when I came home with $500. I still was abandoned because motherfucker ain't meet me at the door.
Could
You
it be
know?
that they had their own shit going
Yeah, it
on and they
could be that.
grinding
I
and
respect
know what
all
I'm
that.
saying? Cause niggas tend to
Yeah.
be like, yo, I got my shit going
See
on
that
out
why?
here right
See,
now.
but even not just about no money. You know what I'm saying? Just mental support, just anything. It ain't all about the money. I didn't have any support, but my woman. You feel me? And like that shit just showed me, and I think that's just how it was set up, bro. Like the circle that I had turned into a dot.
But on some real shit, nobody from Cash Money, no Wayne, no Baby,
See, I
no
wasn't with
BG, nobody reached
prior
out?
to me going to jail. I wasn't with Cash Money no more. That's what a lot of people don't know. You know, I wasn't signed to them. I had left them in 2001. I caught my case in 2004. So the timeline, I wasn't with them any longer. You know what I'm saying? But while I was in prison, man, you know, they showed me love. You feel me? Like, you know, I wasn't expecting them to be there. How the social media
Media
do
thought
it, you
that they
feel
should
me?
be there.
Because I know that we wasn't together. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't connected. But, you know, just speaking of people in my hood, speaking of people who I grew up with, speaking of those people, like even family members, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't none of that. So I didn't get bitter, I didn't get mad because I ain't had no expectations of nobody, so I wasn't disappointed. But that's just the realization and the reality of when you out of sight, you out of mind. So when it's time to shine,
I'm
keep
out
the
of mind
same
too.
energy,
I'm out
you
of
feel
mind
me?
then
Don't say
too.
I'm acting funny because I'm just moving how I'm moving, you feel me? Because you seeing different. I'm really on the same type of time. I just realized my situation and I fixed it.
What makes New Orleans such a special place?
Man, I think every place special, you feel me? I don't
Little
just think
different in your town. The food different. The women.
I don't think it's special like that. You know, like
Mm.
anybody hometown gonna be special to them because of the attachment that they got to it. You know, like I argue you all day about New Orleans and you gonna argue where you from all day. You feel me?
You've traveled America.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like New Orleans, Miami, New York. These is not. They're off-brand towns. They're not real towns in comparison. But what LA is, what New Orleans is, what Miami is, it ain't the same. That's why when
I
he
like
asked,
it better though. I mean, I love Miami better than New Orleans. I
So what
love
makes New
my
Orleans?
city.
So why is New Orleans such a tough town? Because it's definitely a tough, rugged ass town. How about
yeah,
that?
yeah,
Is it
What?
why it's so tough? Poverty, bro. I think poverty is more. Um, I think poverty everywhere, but New Orleans
I
just
said it's
fucked up
different.
mentality,
I
bro.
said it's different. It's
It
like
just fucked up
Baltimore to me.
mentality. Like even to this day, like you know, it's just the mentality and it's so small, dog. And New Orleans always getting in the headlines because of you know the traditions, and you know I believe they just broadcast the bad shit, dog. There's a lot of good that come from it, but I feel like everybody's city have something special. Like it's just not. Now, when I was young, I'd be like, New Orleans, I have a whole lot of answers for y'all, but I just been around. You know, I can't just be like,
Look,
man, my city is special and we this and that. Everywhere is special, dog. Everybody got their own special something to say about where they
do
from.
you
You
think
feel
your
me?
city's fully recovered from Katrina?
Nah,
I don't think it's ever gonna fully
nah,
recover.
nah. The
Do you
people that's
think?
still there, hell nah. I think they still, you know, fucked up. That was a fucked up time, bro. Like
Yeah.
my whole family, you know, was this, you know, they was separated from that shit. You feel me? And they had to go by my girl house in Memphis. You know, and my family they hadn't got on their feet. You know, got their little checks that they were giving them and got their little apartments and all that. I'm thinking they about to go move on and enjoy the new life. Shit, they went right back to New Orleans, you feel me? And you know, some people just have that mindset, well, man, this is where I'm at. I don't see nothing else. I just got a chance to see something else, you feel me? So, you know, I'm my mind more open. So I got out the hole to see the whole thing, you feel me? HOLE to get in the WHOLE.
Mm.
Feel me? So that's just the different. It's everything starting in the mind, dog. It's a you know mind over everything, and I learned how to use mine to not abuse it. You feel me? That's all it is. It ain't. I don't think I'm better than you. I don't think I'm beneath you. I just this is what I choose and how I choose to be.
Do you think every man needs a good woman behind him to be successful?
No, I don't think every man need a good woman behind him to be successful. But if you're a man and you know we do have needs, you feel me? Um,
Hmm.
I think it's a good idea to have a woman. You feel me? Because God designed it to be that way.
Mm.
And you know, when you find a good woman, man, she gonna really show you that she's good and she's not just there for the lifestyle or what you can, you know, produce for her. She really gonna go through everything you go through and vice versa. Y'all gonna go through it together. I gonna make love, make money, you know, and that's what me and mine do. So I got to experience, you know, different women as I was growing up, but never no woman like my wife right now. You feel me? So I was able to see the difference in what a real woman and who a real woman should be.
What does the difference look like? Because, you know, we've been seeing videos of gentlemen saying they don't know how to truly identify love. They don't know they don't know what it is to have a true union between a man and a woman. So
I
like,
just explained it to you, bro. She ain't there when the lights on. She there when the motherfucking lights off too. You feel me? It's good and bad. It ain't perfection. Y'all strive for that.
it ain't perfect.
You know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
that.
Like it's all that shit you see on social media. A lot of people like that relationship goes. Man, soon when them cameras go off, that shit might be hell. You feel me? Like you gotta strive to make your relationship be what y'all want it to be. Nobody relationship is, to me, is relationship goals. Your goals is the goals that y'all set together. You feel me? But everybody don't think like that. You know, because if you seen the bad, then it'll still be relationship goals. No, you only see what a motherfucker is producing. You know, executive producing. You don't see the motherfucking bad that go on. You feel me? You don't know what going on in these houses, bro. And you know, I think that's what people got to be able to understand and not be so naive about that. It's real life, man. You know what I'm talking about? Don't be so caught up into what you see on social media, because it might not be that. She was with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was together 2 months before I went to prison, before I went to jail. She was in the shootout. She was at the house.
What do you mean she was in a
everything.
shootout, bro? You can't just gloss over
That
that.
thing right there was in the shootout right there.
Nah, she was in the shootout with me in the house.
That's what
had
I
a
mean.
Shootout. Yo.
Like figure of speech, or it was happening?
Nah, she was in the midst
She
of
was in
it.
the midst of it.
And she was,
She was in the midst of the shootout in the house, bro. And
I'm not even gonna ask no more
2
questions.
police officers got shot. We all went to jail.
She went to jail too?
Yeah.
She gotta go to jail. She in the house.
Yeah.
What the fuck you talking about? She in the crib. They shooting back. She gotta
went
go to
to
jail
jail.
too. Everybody gotta go.
She went to jail, but you know,
You were
of
ill.
course.
Y'all some ill niggas, bro.
But-
but you know,
She got out.
involved.
She got out, and I wound up going to trial, and I got found guilty in trial. You know, and she stood down the whole time, cause she knew what was what, and then she loved me, bro. It just was God sent. Like I prayed for her. You feel me? Like we was meant to be together. We got twins now. You feel me? I knew I was going
Congratulations.
home to make twins. I spoke it into
He said, I'm
existence.
going home to make
Feel
them.
me? Yeah.
He said, I'm dumping all the sauce.
I'm going home to make
I was
twins and
backed
put
up.
this in my
I
mind.
spoke it into existence. So that's why I say the power of think and grow rich. Like your mind, bro, you could really like do some things
When
if
did
you believe and you determined to do it.
On a business and hip hop level, what's been a good asset to you?
My family, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my family now to me is the biggest asset that mean the most to me. Cause it ain't material. You know, as long as my family is who they is and we doing this thing together, bruh, moving in love, peace, controlling our narrative, that's important. And you can't put no money, because rich to me at that point is realizing I control happiness.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And shit, my wife and kids, they happy.
Would you want
That's
your
what
kids
matters.
to go into the music business too? Do you want
Nah, I
them?
let them be whatever they want to be, man. Like, my kids don't even listen to rap. That's weird, because me and their mama rap. You feel me? Like
She raps too?
Yeah.
No wonder she in the shootout.
Yeah,
She like, I'm living the raps.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Most niggas don't even live their raps, and she does.
Yeah, she rap. But
She might
you
rap
know, she my
positively.
manager too, though. But she don't.
Salute to her,
Nah,
though.
she thugging.
Oh, she dug it.
Oh, all right.
She thugging. She ain't on that. She on some made woman shit.
But that's how it be. You probably, I always say that the talent thing skips a generation. Like how the kids behave, they be like from your parents. So most likely the big rapper is gonna be one of the grandkids.
My kids is the better side of me, bro. And
That's
like
dope.
I see that. Like, damn, you know. I thought I had some bad ass kids, but man, my kids is they not none of them. I got 25-year-old and my twins are 12. So none of them, they the opposite of me. They the opposite, bro. And you know, before I got how I am, I would have been like, God damn, man, y'all ain't. I would have been mad at them from not being that way. But they smart, they intelligent, they got their own
But
mind.
you wanted them to be
You know
more
what I'm
street.
saying? You know, everybody want their kid to be street. That's a street dude.
Like, I got
But
you.
that's in the streets. But I'm not in the streets no more. That's why I say before I change, I would have been like, nah, y'all need to have some streets, you know. But they get everything that they get from me and their mama. So they ain't green to the streets. They just ain't in it. They never been in. They ain't never had to be there. You feel me? They don't even know what it is to struggle. We don't let them feel that.
Y'all doing your job.
Yeah. They don't know. They don't know what that is, bro.
Coming from New Orleans, right? A lot of people tell me the hip hop scene wasn't really like that before, like Master P and y'all came along and all that. It was like what the bounce music or whatever you want to call it.
I would say before No Limit, it was Cash Money and Big Boy.
Okay.
You know, those were the two gangster rap labels in New Orleans. And, you know, then Master P, you know, Master P put on for New Orleans, but he moved to Cali and got put on. But we, you know, stood from the bottom in the trench of New Orleans, and I don't think Big Boy ever made it to that level that Cash Money and No Limit made it to. So that's how it really was. You know what I'm saying?
But how'd y'all fight through the whole bounce thing? Because they even say right now it's hard to come out as a rapper there because of the style of music, what they play on the radio and all that. Was it because y'all just went straight from the trunk to the people?
It was gangsta bounce. Like we turned the bounce into some gangsta music. They had this group called UNLV, and Mannie Fresh, who was a DJ / producer, you know, he had that magic. You feel me? So when you putting that type of music where you still can make them shake their ass if they want to shake their ass, then make the gangsters, you know, grab their steel if they want to grab their steel, bam, you got gangsta bounce. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, it turned into whatever it turned into after that.
How you feel about the music business right now?
Like I say, bro, it's a gift and a curse, man. Like it all depends on your preference, man, you know. And it's business, dog. Like I don't look down and say, man, that ain't hip hop. Cause I never was the type to be like, oh man, that's this hip hop, that's it. Bro, music is a universal language. So whatever you doing to provoke an emotion out of a human being, man, you speaking your language, bro. And that's just how I feel about it, you know. But my feeling ain't your fact. And shit, I just protect my energy like that. I can't go back and forth with how you.
Do you listen to the new shit?
If it got a good beat to it, I might listen to it. I might do a TikTok to it. You feel me? Like, you know, it all depends, bro. Like some of it I don't understand. Like my kids, they listen to this type of music. It ain't no rap. But they be
But
singing the
niggas didn't
shit out this shit.
understand y'all when y'all first came out, when Juvie first
Yeah,
dropped that
yeah,
high.
yeah,
Niggas didn't
yeah,
understand y'all,
yeah.
so that's
But
why
we
I'm
really-
asking you.
We really was speaking the hood language. It just was different language. You feel me?
Different, yeah.
Yeah, it was the same thing. Cause when we showed it, every hood around the world was able to relate to it.
Yeah, nah, what the imagery y'all showed was just special, man. Like, I ain't gonna front, like, cause strip clubs wasn't a thing in New York.
Yeah.
So when I'm going in there early and when they playing y'all joint, I was like, nah, these niggas is international. What was them sessions like when Mannie Fresh is making the beats, yo?
You know, Mannie Fresh, bro, is something special, dog. Like, man, I was mad, to be honest, man. I couldn't get Fresh to come out of retirement on my Joseph album, you know, that I
Yeah.
got out that went number 5 on the iTunes chart. And, you know, I ain't have everything behind it, but independent, I was able to do that. And I feel like being in consideration for a Grammy, that was a good thing for me. You feel me? When I couldn't have him on that, Brad made me just think like, damn, man, it would have been nice to have that leadership from Mannie Fresh on that album. You know how we used to be in there. We knew if we went in the studio and Fresh was giving us direction, it was the right direction. So I missed it, bro.
Cause we had not a debate, but we were like, is Mannie Fresh like one of the greatest Southern producers of all time?
I think he is because he was basically like a one-man band.
Yeah.
Like Mannie Fresh did all that shit. He probably had like a few people on the keyboard or played a little guitar and all
Mm-hmm.
that. But Fresh just was, to believe it or not, he was simple. He was simple, bro. He was making all that shit, and it just was hitting, dog. It just was hitting, and I think it just was our moment.
Yeah.
It was our moment, and we had chemistry. It was a different type of sound.
That
I'm gonna
chemistry.
say this about
What's up?
Mannie Fresh though. I think Mannie Fresh definitely does not get his credit for his
Bro.
musical prowess.
But they don't know him.
I mean,
That the stuff that get promoted,
for
they don't know
them,
him.
for Mannie Fresh to not be considered one of them ones, and for him not to be brought up way more than he's brought up, to me is a travesty because you don't
Big facts.
see somebody producing all of these records,
Yeah.
the whole entire shit for all of these different people, and all of these niggas went big, and all of them been big hits, and was the foundation for this hip hop and this Cash Money shit that we talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I
What's
don't
up?
know why he doesn't get his credit because he rapped. He came out rapped like with
Who
Baby.
controlling the narrative?
I don't,
Whoever controlling
From
the
that narrative
narrative, they
around
might
Mannie
not be
Fresh.
familiar with who Mannie Fresh
How,
was.
but Turk,
So that's why
how could they not be familiar with
Because
who
they was
Mannie
young.
Fresh is?
There's
If
a
they
lot-
love, but if you love Wayne,
they know
But hold
Wayne
on,
because
hold on.
Wayne kept
Okay.
on going.
Let me say this. You should know why he don't get the respect. You went
Right.
through it. Why does a Rock Wilder get his respect? He's
not as flamboyant. He's not out there.
And you
But-
worked
but-
with him
but-
for
but I
10
think- But I
years.
think Mannie
Think
Fresh
about
is,
that.
but Fresh is out there more than Rock.
Listen, I don't think it have anything to do with people not knowing. You could have those times when you off the scene and you're not in the algorithm like how things work now.
Gotcha.
Wayne stood the test of times being in the algorithm
Yeah.
of what's going on. You feel me? When we went on tour for the little times we went with Lil Wayne, it opened up doors to people like, oh, I remember. Sometimes people are only going with the narrative that's being put out there. So if you got people that's in these podcasts that's not putting out the history like they should, because they being messy, chasing the algorithm, chasing what's trendy, instead of talking about, just like the sports commentators, they were once players. So I look at podcasts, some people were once in the music business.
Yeah.
We supposed to be teaching and showing the next generation who's was the who's without taking credit from what they doing, so it could keep on going or it gonna die out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on, bro. Podcast is turning into a motherfucking just a messy platforms. Like when we talking, we on some real nigga time. You know what I'm saying? But it's whoever controlling the narrative that getting the people attention.
It's entertainment. So
Yeah.
some of these people, when you're a rapper, that's what you're there to do. You're there for these people's pleasure. So sometimes they don't want to see the rappers talk about insightful shit.
It all depends on who they is, bro. Like with me, I'm the same every time. You know what I'm saying? It might sound like a broken record, but it's exciting too, cause they never know if they might get another. Damn, when he went off on Drink Champ, but I was full of it. You feel me? So I watched myself and I learned from that. But you know what? Damn, I was out of pocket. I was wrong. I held myself accountable for a lot of things that I said on that first Drink Champ. So when I went to the second Drink Champ, you know, I knew how to conduct myself. See, I'm withholding myself accountable. If I'm wrong, no matter how right it may seem in the eyes of the public, I'm man enough to say that, dog. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I was out of pocket from, you know, speaking about certain things the way I spoke on it. You know, when I called Rick Ross out the way I did, when I spoke about Gille the way I did, you know, and I think that shit probably cost me $1 million worth of game, you know what I'm saying? Because Gille didn't want to have me on the show. What's up, Gille? Wallow, holla at a nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you could fuck up relationships, man. And me and Gille were cool, but I stood up for my little bro Wayne because I just felt like, you know, how I felt at the time, you know. But how I spoke it and how I said it, I was wrong for that. But I don't think Gille ever really just wrote for Wayne to the point where he just take full credit like that, you know what I'm saying? Because that could be misleading to people. So when I got my chance to talk on top of, you know, other things, you know what I'm saying? That's how I addressed that situation.
Yeah.
And I was drunk, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, but I was man enough to, like I say, to take accountability for that, you know what I'm saying? So, Gille,
get it.
man, reach out to me, nigga.
Nah, he gonna see this one.
Yeah.
He gonna be like,
Yeah.
he gonna get a phone call.
Yeah. But like I
I'm
say,
about peace
and
and
I think that's what we missing, bro. Like
What's that?
sitting down and having communication and speaking instead of walking around with your fucking ego. Like, nigga, we all come from the struggle. Like, no matter what you may think in your head, whatever you replan in your head, unless you had it good all your life, we all come from that hole. Some of us just got to see the whole picture. WHOLE, you know what I'm saying? But we all come from the HOLE, bro. So, you know, I think people just forget it
I'm about to say they forget.
until they get into a humbling situation, and now they want to go back to the hole and get people to understand and support.
I was just lost at that time, and my mind wasn't right, and we gotta take you back in line. But black people, we are forgiving
We do
people.
that, and that's fucked up sometimes too, because you can forgive the wrong motherfuckers, and I feel like some of the wrong motherfuckers be forgiven, and the right motherfucker be forgotten.
And that costs you paper because it's all about the business here too. And making bad personal decisions can cost you a lot of money in the long run.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize that. Do you think that when people have when people have a whole bunch of people running with them, and you a rapper, do you think that y'all feel the responsibility to feed your people?
Man, I think just being who you is, it all depends on your personality. You want to take care of your people, you know, but you got to have that limit, you know what I'm saying, as a man. And if them your people, they gonna respect it. You feel me? That's why I say, like, you gotta sometimes you just gotta test it and see.
Taking care, you have kids, right? That's a lot of money.
Exactly.
So now you start taking care of grown people. That's gonna burn your money. Not to say you can't do it, but look what Glorilla's going through.
I'm not gonna take care of no grown motherfucker, first of all. You know, but if I'm able to help you help yourself, then that's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the story of other people's stories and how they is, because we only see.
You can understand that story because we've seen you in music videos.
Yeah.
So the assumption would be from your family, he got it. He's supposed to take care of us.
Have you ever gone through that?
But my family is how they is, and every family like that. You feel me? But like I say, if I was a billionaire, it's in me. I want to make sure my family good.
Yeah.
So they won't have to even complain.
But what's the limit?
And now I got receipts. Real receipts to show, even if they start doing it.
Oh, if they fuck up the money, then you be like, I help you.
Because
I ain't mad at that.
I probably used it as a tax write-off. So sometimes like people use tax write-off for strangers. My personal preference is I think people should use that for their family and help their family if they helping their self. Because you gonna give it away, you got to give it away anyway. But use my advice to anybody that's out there getting money, man, write that shit out with your family if they helping their self.
Yeah.
Cause then
you
got proof to show, no, you lying. Now what you did with yours, that ain't my responsibility.
And it still helped me too because I got to write that shit up.
That's brilliant.
Help yourself, bro. Like people just gotta learn how to do business and keep people out their business.
How do you learn how to do business? How did you learn how to do business
Turk.
coming from the ghetto and
going
not knowing
to jail
about
early?
business?
Man, going to jail for one, you know what I'm saying, and reading and comprehending what I'm reading, and then surrounding myself around people like my attorney, my wife, you know, listening more instead of just talking and working for information. I don't work for money. I work for information. You feel me? Because that gonna make sure you always have money. As long as you get that information, and that's what a lot of people don't have. It's the information that you need in order to continue going on.
What was some valuable information that helped you?
Just really, like I say, bro, changing people, places, and things was very valuable that I had to go back to. You know, I learned that in order to change your world, you have to change your mind with repetitions of new information. The information that we had once upon a time had us stuck in that hole. And I keep on bringing that up because that's where I was at for a long time, being on heroin, being on cocaine at a young age. At 14, I'm shooting heroin and cocaine. I remember walking down the streets out here in New York in the cold, go and find those peanut butter packs of heroin on Broadway or wherever the fuck I was at. I don't want to put no spots on.
Yeah.
But you know, these niggas was selling big ass bags of heroin out here. I thought I was in heroin heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. And it took me to go through all those experiences to know, man, this ain't life. This ain't living.
How do you
feel
wean
me?
yourself over that? Was it because you got locked up or you
Yeah,
meant?
it was because I got locked up.
So that
'Cause
that
I
might have
couldn't
saved.
stop. It was because I got locked up. That shit did save me. 3 days before the shootout, bro, I prayed to God because I had OD'd, right? And I got on my knees, man. My girl, we got on our knees, and I told God, I don't know why I'm gonna stop doing heroin and cocaine if it life threatening. And 3 days later, I had a shootout with the police, bro. 2 police officers got shot. I went to state and I went to feds in that process. And when I was there, man, I was fasting, I was praying, you know, I was reading, I was working out, you know, I was doing everything to show a changed person. And when I came home, people got the results of that shit. So every day, like, this is what I'm doing. I'm not perfect, but I strive for it. I don't want to be around a bunch of niggas. I don't want to be around a bunch of negative energy. You feel me? Because that shit influence you. I'm trying to be inspired, bro. I ain't trying to be influenced by negative energies. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm doing the same shit that put me in a situation that I came out. You know what I'm saying? I got blessed. They shot at me 52 times, bro. I didn't get hit or grazed by the SWAT team. You know what I'm saying? The SWAT team don't miss. You know, and to not get hit or grazed in that situation, and me praying to God and saying, I don't know why I'm gonna stop doing heroin and cocaine if it like threatening. Police kicking the door unannounced, thought I was being robbed, you know, and to come out alive, me and my girl. And there was another person in the house, you know, and I went through the situation, bro, and now I'm here to talk about it and tell my story.
But
Which,
what goes
you know,
on that a 14-year-old nigga using heroin and cocaine?
That's
Or
a
at
lifestyle.
14.
It was a lifestyle.
That's the lifestyle in fucking New
In
Orleans
New
at
Orleans,
14.
that was a lifestyle. It's like popping pills, how they pop pills now. 14, you grown. You jumped off, if you jumped off the porch. I'm off the porch at 12, 13. I started rapping around that time. So I'm taking care of my mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying the $42 rent in a project. You know what I'm saying? I moved my mama out the project. So I ain't listen to my mama. I'm him.
You the
feel
man.
me? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and that
But
shit
no
went to my
OGs
head,
was
bro.
telling you like young nigga
The
don't.
OGs that I hung with were doing heroin and cocaine. That's why I'm doing it too. Cause my OGs they were shooting, right? I started snorting powder, went from snorting powder to snorting heroin. And at the time, Magnolia Slim was rapping about this shit. So he rapping about it, so it's like a fashion statement in New Orleans, bro. Like I'm telling you, it's like girls on that shit and everything at this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the
Just a
girls
way
used to
of
always
life.
talk about they want that dope dick. So
Yeah.
I wanted to see what the dope dick was like. You feel me? And that shit just turned me up. When I realized, shit, okay, this make you fuck all night.
It's up.
No disrespect to my wife, but she already know the story. And that's just what it is. I'm transparent about it, bro. But that time in my life was a time that, you know, I don't regret because it wouldn't have made me as strong as I am today, you know, and I could tell somebody else and say somebody else. And I'm glad I'm clean off that shit, cause I be seeing motherfuckers stuck and moving and looking like zombie. I'm like, that's real?
You be seeing that in Harlem where they be.
I be seeing it on TV. I
In
ain't
Philly
there.
is real bad.
But
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that shit make them do that?
Yeah, they be stuck
I saw a
leaning.
lady
I
on
told
social
whoever-
media with flies coming between her legs and shit.
Whoever's the chemist cooking up right now,
Man.
he's the man. They getting their
And
money's
the
worth. He's
crazy
the
part
guy
is,
right now.
the people say, if somebody OD, because I used to say this shit, man, I want that shit that killed that man. So
Yeah.
I want the same drug that nigga OD'd on. So niggas, when they see niggas like that, this how dope fiends
They
think.
want that.
They want the shit that got them flies flying between that lady legs out there that ducked out. Where that shit at? They crazy. You feel me? But that's the good shit in they mind. But I used to be like that too. I want that shit that killed that man. So that's that demon on you, like, yeah, motherfucker. Come on. I know you feel good. Cause it feel good now. You
It
feel
do? What the fuck
good
it
in the
feel like?
motherfucker.
It feel like, but y'all be looking stuck. What the fuck it feel like? You look so
Some
stuck.
niggas don't look stuck. Well, they don't think they look stuck. They just they feel euphoria, bro. They feel good, bro.
Oh, they in another
They
world.
feel good. They
It's
scratching a
dopamine,
hole
man.
in their leg. You be seeing some of them have souls and shit all on them. They don't feel that shit until they look at it and they be like, and that's when they start getting backloaded because they don't want to face. Damn, man.
I don't want to face
So as
none of
long as
that
they
shit.
loaded, they can't face their hand and shit
That's
all
why them
swollen
women
and
when
all
they
that.
hands be looking like some like
They
freaking.
didn't miss.
Oh
They
shit!
just shot some dope and they missed.
Yeah.
But I done
And they
seen some
vein.
girls with some crackhead hands.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't fuck with
That's
that.
tough.
Now them dope
man.
fiend veins then burnt out
It's
and
tough. So,
missed.
like, how the fuck do niggas even conjure up enough to make it out that motherfucker?
I don't know, bro, but a lot the people that do, I commend them because that's a hard fucking thing to kick. You know what I'm saying? Like it's feel like coming off of having 3-4 flus.
Is anybody going to school at that time?
Yeah, we going to school loaded and
Going to school
high.
loaded?
This shit go.
Yeah, I dropped out of school in 11th. I had a tutoring service. I'm going to tutoring service loaded high. Me and Wayne going to tutoring class. They ain't knowing no.
You and Wayne was in school together too?
Yeah, we went to tutoring service because, we started getting big. And one thing about Baby and Slim, no, they did not, because that's a misconception that they were giving us drugs. That's a lie. Bro, them niggas couldn't stand us doing that shit, couldn't stand me doing that shit.
Wow.
So, and they used to preach like, man, y'all tripping, y'all, but once you in it, man, you in it. You in it, you feel me? So it took me to go to prison. I went to prison, bro, changed my life. I wrote a book about it, the autobiography of Turk, that's out right now. Everything I went through, I got another book, Surviving Hoe Niggas. that's out right now.
I need the audio book
You
on
feel
that.
me? It's on Amazon right now.
Surviving
You feel
Hoe
me?
Niggas.
checking.
Because
Surviving
like
Hoe
if you
Niggas.
ever been betrayed, bro, you ever done went through something like people got my experiences that I done went through. I want people to learn from it and not burn from it. You feel me? Like this is what I feel like we go through things for to show somebody else not to go through it or how to get through it. You feel me? So that's what I believe. Nothing is coincidental.
What's the money commandment that you live by? Meaning something that you do to ensure you always keep money in your pocket.
Man, stay determined so you can find a way. You feel me? Like I feel like if your mind is focused like that, you'll never be broke. You'll never be broke.
It's hard
you
to
know
stay
what I'm saying?
focused. You don't think? I think
That's why I say stay. Like only thing hard is you saying that. If you stand, you don't have time to stand. You feel me? So that's just what it is, man. Like, and it's all a mind thing. That's easy to say than done, but you got to be strong in order to do it. And you got to think, and I'm going to let this small shit fuck over my life. This little powder substance, you feel me? I'm going to master and conquer this shit and be all that I could be. So you have to make a choice, man. That's what it's all about. You feel me? What's important?
What's your favorite Cash Money song, man? I know it's tough.
Man, I got a lot of songs, but
Or top 3, top.
yeah, bro, whatever the people love, bro. Like,
Yeah, there you
whatever
go.
the people love, man. You know what I'm saying?
They love the whole catalog.
Yeah,
man.
whatever the people love, bro. I just know I got a lot of music that I don't get credit for. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have social media, and now they have social media. There's a lot of songs that being, recycled, coming back up. That be like, oh damn, I ain't know that was you. Cause people used to think I was Wayne.
Yeah, I
Like
remember
Wayne
that.
with me. You feel me?
'Cause
So it's a lot of social media. That's why I say it's
They
a
were marketing
gift.
y'all as twins. I remember.
It's a gift,
Yeah.
bro. So you get to brand yourself and show people, nah, that's me. This me. You feel me?
What would the mature Turk, the father Turk, tell the young one right now? If you could talk to yourself.
Man, the mature Turk will tell me just
It's how you survive whole niggas.
most definitely that. You know what I'm saying?
Cause that's some real shit, bro.
Bro, I wouldn't know what to tell me.
Damn.
You feel me? I wouldn't know what to tell me, bro. I think everything that I went through, I had to go through so I could know what to tell somebody else. I wouldn't know what to tell me right now, just being real. But I know what to tell somebody else because I went through what I went through.
Gotcha.
So
I know you're from
that's
New
it.
Orleans. This is off the wall. Though. Any vampire stories? You ever ran into something
Nah,
like that?
man.
Oh,
Nah.
I got, you know, I'm Haitian, so I done heard all the stories.
We used to like the pig people and shit. They had that little shit going around.
The
I used
what
to really
people?
believe pig people.
What the hell is that?
People who look like pigs. They used to say they got the pig people. They stay by the canal and they come out at night. And we used to go ride our bike. And if you get caught on a bike, they gonna eat you up. So we used to ride by the canal and man, be riding them bikes fast in the motherfucker. The pig people coming. That's all somebody just shout that out. And that was the only kind of like thing, like that voodoo and all that. I had never experienced it, but coming up with them pig people, I did.
pig people
Everybody
is
talked to me
ill.
about a guy in New Orleans called Hot Sizzle the Voice.
That was after me.
Oh, that was after
That was
you.
after me, but he's real talented, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people down there that was after me, man. I went to jail at 22,
Okay.
so it's a lot of them. It's a lot of talent down there. Shout out to them boys doing their thing, man.
Like, subscribe, super thanks. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate Turk coming
Yeah,
by
yeah.
this joint.
Thank you, man.
Love.
You know what I'm saying? Especially the last minute. I
Appreciate
you
y'all, man.
you calling us. You came straight from getting your money. You see, you got the suit on.
Yeah, we can't say what he was
I
doing.
can't say where he came from.
Yeah.
But he came straight from
Hey, y'all
getting
see
his
we had a
money.
good conversation. Yeah.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I ain't
They'll
duck no
figure it
rent.
out.
You heard me?
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you coming by. How can they find you if they're looking for your
Make sure
your
y'all
stuff?
follow me, man, on Instagram, Original Hot Boy Turk. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Original Hot Boy Turk. And I'm on TikTok, man, Original Hot Boy Turk. I'm everywhere where they ain't. And my Twitch is Hot Boy Turk. Help me get some subscribers now.
That's the toughest place to get them,
man,
too.
What?
Twitch is
Man,
hard to
run
get the
my Twitch
subscribers.
Even
up,
though,
man.
yeah,
Stop
it's
playing.
tough, bro.
Twitch is hard to get.
Yeah.
I don't think we just doing no crazy shit on Twitch. But hey, man, listen. Go subscribe, cause I'm gonna do some crazy shit.
It's
Yeah.
one of the toughest to get.
I ain't know it's tough to get subscribers
Damn
on
right.
Twitch.
If you ain't doing no crazy shit,
Yeah, they
you
don't give
ain't-
a F like that.
Yo, BagFuel, like, subscribe, super things. Like I told y'all, if you want to put an ad, sponsor anything, the beginning, middle, or end of our shows, hit us directly and we will set you up. You heard? We out of here. Believe that.